Sippin' brewskis. What's up, ladies and germs? It's your main man, Adam Pecora here. You are listening to a Requiem for a Tuesday. Welcome back. I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, the chef, Justice. He's alive. He's well.
I made it back.
Yeah, this is a long time coming. This is Road Soda's continuation.
Is it considered a I was also thinking about that. Is
Yeah,
it
it's not on
considered
the
a road
road.
soda?
No, we're
it's
having
not on
the
road?
soda. We're not on the road.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
But it's fine.
We only drink Coors for
Yeah.
we
We smoked some mac and cheese, drinking some Coors. It's as Colorado as it gets. It's as if we're there. Had you just brought the cable to the cabin, this wouldn't have to happen.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
here we are.
We left off there. We never talked about getting to Denver, right?
Yeah, nothing really happened, though. It was just a lot of stuff. Just a lot of hills.
But what a good time.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
Drinking burrs and smoking mac and cheese.
Smoking words and drinking birds.
Caca.
Jesus. So yeah, what happened? So we roll down, finally get into Denver. You panicked
Well, I don't remember panicking.
when we started to hit traffic again. You were like, I'm just going to drive past all these trucks. And then there kept being more and more trucks. And you're like, dude, I just got to get past them. And it's like, they're not going to stop. We're heading to Denver.
Driving in the morning is scary.
It was like 2:30 p.m.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe later.
First shift is always the worst shift.
You weren't first shift. That's why you were driving. I drove from like 7 in the morning to like noon or something.
From the cabin?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then I don't have an excuse, I guess.
I know. You were just high on the reefer.
Oh, yeah.
And we hadn't even gone anywhere yet. Also, let me just say this. So rolling into Denver was cool and all, and the city seemed like pretty interesting. I gotta say, it's not very interesting.
I don't remember it really. Nothing really took my eye.
Nothing stands out. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a hodgepodge of a bunch of shit you would see in other cities.
It just felt like a highway through suburbs for a minute.
Yeah, and there was just some buildings. It was just like I kept saying, it was just Kansas City without black people.
And I also remember there...
It was just white city. Like, here's the thing. Like, imagine it without weed. What would have been cool about it? You know? Like, if there weren't weed stores everywhere, there'd be, like, nothing there. It would be really bland and lame. It would be Indianapolis.
They had a really cute little walkway. They had a little doggy walkway. There had a bunch of people biking on it and stuff.
A doggy walkway?
As we were pulling in, there was like along the stretch into town. There
the
was
river
like
walk thing?
Yeah, it was like a river walk, but it didn't. I couldn't
I
even see the
wouldn't call
river.
it a doggy walkway.
There was a bunch of dogs, man.
Yeah, well, there's dogs everywhere. Where there be people, there be puppers.
Yeah, like the area that our hotel was in was...
Oh, we did mention that. Yeah, we mentioned the crackheads and the mutilated women in the prison and all that.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, it was. It was a little sketch. I didn't care for it, but hey, the prices on that hotel were pretty incredible. So, pretty worth it. Good rates.
I mean, it was worth,
Every
the
penny.
experience.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, there was...
I'm not saying that it wasn't scarring. I'm saying that it was entertaining through and through.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, see, that's the thing. I feel like that's the place where we're going to end up. We're going to end up wherever the best story is. That's just how it's going to happen. We're not going to end up in, like, the nicest part of town. We're going to end up in the... Not the worst, but, the part where something might happen.
I mean, and the dispensary was literally around the corner.
There
so
were
like,
two,
It was
yeah.
pretty... It wasn't... What was next door to that dispensary?
I don't know, probably a Bonds.
Yeah, it was a Bale Bonds.
Bail bonds everywhere.
They had like every
Bail
corner, and then on the entire block of that dispensary was
Bail
just
bonds,
24-hour Bail Bonds.
Yeah. You got to help your homies out.
They're just like homes. They just look like, single-family homes that turned into offices.
Well, see, it's too bad that those weren't around when you went to jail. You could have got out a lot sooner.
Yeah, they could have went right to the bail bonds. Bail bonds.
That's
bail
what you're
bonds.
supposed to do.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you guys.
What is it?
fucked up.
Who goes to the bail bonds office? Robert Pattinson in that movie. He makes a big scene with that girl.
Yeah. Well, it's also a Jackie Brown thing.
Oh.
That's Robert Forster's character. He's a bail bondsman.
Oh, I don't remember that movie.
Jackie Brown's a good movie. It's, it's lower tier Tarantino in my opinion.
Yeah, I can't say I've seen it.
I have it.
Don't give it to me. I'll lose it.
Yeah, I know. So, we roll in. I think we just load up on weed right away.
Right? Like the
We
first, that's
drop
like
off our
before we
shit.
went to the hotel, I think we got weed.
Pretty much. Well, there was problems at the hotel because the CEO had died, and so the systems were down. Like, that was the reason why the systems were down.
Whoa. Yeah, I think I missed that.
Well, I didn't tell you.
Oh my God.
I couldn't put all of that on you, to be honest.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
It was very empty in there. It was weird.
Yeah, a very open floor plan. They were trying to have it be like a communal thing, not very COVID friendly. The design they went for. It looks spacious and scary. But
Breakfast was scary.
yeah, that's why I didn't get it. I don't know why you were just like
Rolling.
all over it. You tried to eat too. You're like, let me get yours, bro. Are you serious? It's like, dude, we're going to eat right now. We're leaving for food. Yeah, I don't know. First night, what did we even do? We just walked around. We got drunk, I think, and walked around and got high.
Yeah.
They have the 16th Street Mall, which is pretty cool. It's a mall that's outside, and you're not allowed to drive on the road.
But no, you can.
No, it's just that bus.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I saw cars. I think I just chipped my tooth.
On the microphone?
Yeah.
I mean, you're eating it a little too much. You're kind of peaking at points, to be honest.
I can't help it.
Yeah, it's the beers.
It must be the beers.
But yeah, so I mean, the 16th Street Mall, it seems like it's a cool thing, and then you realize that every place has that. Like, we just need our roads, so we just kept the roads.
For emergencies, really.
Just, we can't afford to not have any roads. You know what I mean? But we have like State Street all the way down, Michigan
you're talking
Ave all
about
the way
here
down.
in our city,
Just like
yes.
every place has a shopping place. It just seems like, oh, look at this, the mall's a road. That's fun.
We don't have those lay bricks like that because we just have bigger sidewalks, right? We just got bigger sidewalks here. This just makes sense.
There's big sidewalks down there. Yeah, you're right. We have extra wide sidewalks.
They're actually, yeah.
They're real big. They're road sized.
It's like ATV and like 4 people all can fit going across each other.
Yeah, you could probably fit 2-lane ATV traffic on the sidewalks downtown.
Why aren't we getting with that? We need passenger
Well,
ATVs.
I've been saying that ATVs should be legal for a while. That's how you drive in the winter.
It's great. How doesn't nobody understands?
It'd be easy to park. I think that's why. I think that it's a conspiracy by the auto industry that doesn't allow ATVs in major cities. They lobby for those laws. That's my theory.
I believe that.
Right?
It
makes sense.
It would not be surprising.
Yeah.
They also use less gas. They
Because
also
everything
the
about it.
The suspension is built better. You know
Everything
what I mean?
about it just makes sense. Gets better. Yeah, MPG, all that.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Imagine if every person had an ATV instead of a car. You know how many more ATVs we could fit in here?
It would be awesome.
It would be amazing.
And I feel like they're way safer than motorcycles. They have to be. And if they're not,
I don't trust motorcycles
you put more restrictions
whatsoever.
on. Absolutely not.
I need 4. No 2. No 2.
No 2.
That's just
and
not.
no 3. Too tacky. I think that's going to be your midlife crisis. You're going to get a trike. You're going to think you're a mean boss man.
I don't even know what people like wear.
You're going to listen to
like,
Black Sabbath at an astronomical volume and just like fucking headbang in your T-Rex. Cruising down North Avenue 10 miles over the speed limit.
I'll try it. I would try it.
Yeah, you'll get there.
And I just think that 3 is probably just like right in my, my bracket. Like
Yeah.
it fits. It's
Yeah.
my price range.
I wish. Yeah.
4 is probably too expensive.
Too many wheels
to get a cute
for
one.
your budget.
If I want a real fucking cute one, I got to get 3. And then 2 is just dangerous. And then you have to get like way more certifications, I think. Right? I don't know. I don't know.
I
how
don't
that
think you
works.
need to do anything.
Don't you have to get a specific license? You have to get a license if you ride any of that.
I don't think so.
ATV to motorcycle, you got to get a class B something.
I don't think that that's correct.
I don't know. Maybe not.
I think you can just do whatever you want. This place is crazy. Like, we could get guns. Like me and you. They would
I
let
don't
us.
want a gun.
I know, but they would just let us. If we were like, hey, can we get a gun? They'd be like, yeah, of course.
I'll get a bow and arrow.
Yeah, you keep saying that. I mean, I'm telling you, you need to be strong to use those.
How about a crossbow?
That's the same thing, I think.
I think it's easier.
I don't think so.
I think you can
think you still need to be
step on it.
strong.
You step on it and then you pull.
That's definitely not accurate. I promise.
No, you do. You step on the front of it.
You need like the Van Helsing crossbow. That's like an automatic rifle.
That would be cool. Where they have those.
They don't.
Oh. Well.
They do in like Assassin's Creed. Is your asshole okay? Are you shitting?
I've never have like, this bench is odd to me.
It's not a bench.
And it's like I can push it up against the wall too.
You're going to break it, I think.
No way. It's a drum stool. It'll be fine. They're strong.
They're not, I don't think. Anyway, we walk around the 16th Street Mall.
Yeah, that night, right?
Yeah, just kind of wandered around downtown.
Did we get food out there?
We went to In-N-Out.
Oh.
That's so okay. We walked around a little bit.
We saw Bubba Gump and we were like, yo, we got to go.
We got to go to Bubba Gump, found out it was closed. Then we're like, okay, we got to go to In-N-Out. Let's go eat. We max In-N-Out. So the In-N-Out originally.
I had a great time. I thought it was delicious.
It had opened within like a month or two of us getting there. And it was like on my news feed how crazy the traffic was at these In-N-Outs.
Legendary.
It like from open to close, it caused like miles of traffic problems, and the lines were just like endless, nonstop the whole time. So that was a concern that would still be like that. And we pulled up, and it seemed like we weren't going to make it. So we realized that we needed to get those cables. Had you listened to the prior episode, because Justice fucked up. So we're like, okay, if we're gonna have to fucking wait in this line, one of us is gonna have to like get out and go buy these cables somewhere, and then the other one will have to wait for burgers. But because they like literally took an entire section of a mall's parking lot and converted it into like zigzag traffic, and like most In-N-Out employees were in, what is that called? Reflective gear.
Yeah, they all were.
And they were basically air traffic controllers directing cars. It's like, I don't think that that's what they signed up for, but pretty sick gig, to be honest. It was pretty nice out.
It was. It's a great time.
Yeah, and they literally had
they all were so happy.
They had
I have
like
to say.
they had like 15 people on traffic duty.
And then there was like 15 first people taking the order, and then like 15 more people accepting the cash.
And then 25 people flipping meat, 25 people assembling burger. Like insane. Just wall-to-wall employees.
The place didn't even look that big, but they had like a lobby, they had like seating, they had like...
It was pretty massive. It was like a palace. It was like made out of stone too. It was like not shoddy craftsmanship.
They had like barricades on the outside. They had like barrier walls.
Yeah, they have like stone archways that are like dungeon shields. I'm surprised the place doesn't have a fucking moat around it.
When you're picking up your food, you feel like you're in like a chariot line.
Yeah. And anyway, so the line is just cruising by. It like we're pretty far back. We're not like stuck in that zigzag mess. You just kind of drive through all of it, and you're maybe 30, 40 cars deep. But it just flew. Literally, it was just like
30 minutes.
Stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. Before you know it, oh, now we ordered. But then like, oh, now we paid. And then like, oh, now we got it. So it had like at least little intervals. So it didn't seem like it was 30 minutes. You know, it was like 10 minutes.
It was
now
fast.
We do a thing. Now we do a thing.
I thought it was going to be like an hour and a half.
So did I.
Not even kidding.
Yeah, I was incredibly concerned. But I was like, we can't leave, like...
Yeah, once we're in it,
we're just going to have to come back here tomorrow and then do this again. It's like, no, let's just commit. And Beyond lived up to the hype, I would say. The burgers were fucking incredible. For a $4 burger, that was gourmet food.
Yeah.
Like, that could have, if that was a $10 burger, I would not have been disappointed in it still at that price.
I think it tasted like an $8 burger for sure.
Yeah, really impressive.
Double its value. 200% growth.
And the fries, I would say that they're just saltless, slightly undercooked McDonald's fries. That's
I was
how I
so
would,
into it.
That's
though.
how I would call them. And then once
Their
salted,
sauce,
they're excellent.
Fuck.
The sauce, I'm pretty sure it's Thousand Island plus relish. That's what I think it is. That's how it tastes to me.
Relish, as in like
relish,
like pickles, like
relish,
like chopped up pickles.
Well, relish.
I think there's red peppers in there too, though. I think they got little bits of red.
Maybe.
I think
Is that part of Thousand Island?
it might be. I don't think so.
I don't know.
Not a typical Thousand Island. Not an Arby's Thousand Island.
You would know.
That's my only frame of reference.
Beef boy.
They used to stick probes in that.
We
beef,
should have
man.
gotten milkshakes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we slam them down, and then we're like, should we get back in line? Should we not? We're just like, okay, no, we gotta go get these cables.
Dude, we
get the cables.
fucked up.
They're fucking $50 because Guitar Center's a ripoff. Everybody knows it, but this is what happens when you don't bring the cables.
But I got to return them, and I got 100% back.
Which is incredible. We didn't even have the packaging.
All I had to do was look up the receipt of the other store, and then they gave it to me.
Pretty sick.
It was pretty sick.
Yeah, so we ran a little gambit. It worked.
Yeah, for real. But also, would have been nice to have known had I'd actually forgotten. I would have turned around and came back if we were a couple hours in.
I would not have advocated for that. We could have just stopped somewhere along the way also. And
Just before we got to the cabin would have been great.
Yep. Rapid City would have been nice.
We were literally going to go into a fucking music store.
Yep.
But
we did not.
Their Guitar Center is not that bad.
It's terrible. What do you mean? It's just eye gouging prices.
They got some deals sometimes.
No, just get everything from Sweetwater. Stop kicking my cord.
Oh, I told you it was gonna happen.
You have no control over your own body. It's embarrassing.
How's that?
Gross.
Oh, that's a good stretch right there. Yeah.
This guy, I tell you.
What were we just talking about?
He really just takes
fucking
over.
Guitar Center.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Sweetwater's good, but Guitar Center's really they come in clutch for things like that because they're fucking everywhere.
Yeah, that's a good point. When you need gear, they're there.
I feel like if you really wanted a synth and you didn't want to like really wait, you could stop at Guitar Center, find a decent price.
We're so close to Sweetwater; they'll literally get it here like
it's
the next day for free.
So
all
nice.
The time.
I didn't really I've known about Sweetwater for years, but I didn't realize that's why it was such a good.
They just care
deal.
so much too.
Yeah, dude, I get texts from that Brian guy. He, just like
checks in on you.
It's fine. Thank you for asking.
I try to get off the phone so fast. They didn't call me at all for the microphone, which is interesting because they called me about.
There must be a mark on our names now. It's like, don't even call them. They don't care.
Well, it's weird because they called me about a headphone splitter that I bought for $3.99.
Yeah,
but then didn't call me for this expensive microphone and didn't give me any candy, which is good. I don't want it.
They didn't give you any candy.
They didn't give me any candy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Sweetwater. What's the deal? Give me some candy.
But they're like, oh, this one's too much.
They're like, this fat fuck doesn't need any fucking candy. Send him a Weight Watchers menu.
Are you trying to tell me that they also left that in there?
No, wouldn't that be hilarious though?
Yeah,
I'd call him.
I definitely answer that.
Yeah, 100%. That would be a fun conversation. Yeah, so the Denver timeline's a little tricky because I was pretty out of my mind the entire time, and Justice barely was there.
The Buckhorn Exchange!
The Buckhorn Exchange was great.
That was the next night.
I don't know.
What?
It might have been. How many nights were we there? 3 or 2?
I don't know. I think it was
three, I think.
It was one night in Kansas City after Denver.
Yeah.
And one day we went to Estes Park, one day we went to Aurora, and one day we were...
Well, Aurora's where the In-N-Out is.
Okay, so then, the next day we went to Estes Park, and then the
Yeah.
last day we were just in... Did we go to Boulder the same day we went to
Estes Park?
Okay.
That was day 3, though. So here's what happened. Day
2. Day 2 now.
Day 2
was lit.
So it was 60 degrees
I
and
got
sunny
so sick.
the first day. So day 2, there was a warning of snow. Now, it was a little bit overblown. It was like a gentle flurry, barely a drizzle mist rain.
They don't got no Chicago or winters. That's the thing.
Well, they just got hit with 4 feet.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Colorado.
We just made it back. But
crazy.
yeah, it's intense. We
barely made it out of there alive.
Yeah, that's technically true. So anyway, we hit the books. And anyway, it wasn't that bad, but it was like 40 degrees. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but the weather was completely fine. We were just concerned about driving, especially given our considerable influence of whatever we were on.
Just marijuana. And
yeah, but it was like
alcohol.
edibles. Well, because like when we popped 50 millis of Chiba Chew caramels on the way to the In-N-Out. Like, you know, I didn't even remember that until right now. That's why I didn't tell it as part of the story.
Oh, yeah. So we should just disclose the fact that we did not stop.
I think that's a given. I'm just saying, like, I forgot that even was part of it.
Yeah, Chiba Chews. You got the Stroop waffles.
You got the Stroop waffles. Did you finish those?
They're a hit at home.
Oh, are those the edibles you were eating today?
Yeah.
Nice.
Just like 1.5.
It's good?
Yeah, they're 0% CBD too, which is great.
Well, no, I like these. The chill pills are crazy because they're 5% THC. No, 5 milli THC, 25 milli CBD. Really gets me nice and zoned out. Nice lobotomy pills.
Yeah, the CBD makes me brain dead. That's why I don't.
It's
that's why I don't do it.
I didn't realize it till the next morning.
Yeah, you're like, I just literally did nothing for like 7 hours.
Yeah, so we hit the dispensary every day. I bought an ounce one day. I bought like 3/8 every single day. I currently have about 10 bottles of weed sitting around in my room still.
It's been a run.
We bought crazy nonstop edibles and nonstop pre-rolls. So, I don't know. Just copious.
Somebody called me out for using cones today on the internet, and I just didn't know what to say.
Why? Because you didn't roll it yourself? Is that the gist?
Basically.
That's so lame.
I know. I don't want to.
Yeah. Regardless, it takes longer.
I don't smoke that much.
I do, but
are you going to roll one every time?
I literally I'm not even capable, so no.
It just sounds like a lot.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, if I do want something that is jointy, I'll just buy some fucking cones. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, come on. You know? I don't want to play those games. So, yeah, I don't back that at all.
Too many games.
Too many games. So then we hit the road. We went to Golden, Colorado. Beautiful town. Home of the Coors Brewery. Was not open. That was sad. But it was also the most plain and boring looking brewery I've ever seen.
Yeah.
There was basically no signs on it.
We went under a bridge or a little like entrance, and then it was just like, it looked like a little, factory, like a corn factory.
Right, yeah. It looked like a run-of-the-mill like farm corn, dwindler, whatever those things are.
I guess that's how you make perfection,
It smelled great, though.
Probably.
It smelled so good.
They are probably very strict. Very strict.
The Banquet Brewery.
It's got to be as cold as the Rockies.
Yeah. Didn't see any running water. Oh no, there was a river right there. Do you think that's where they get the water from?
No, that's the runoff probably.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, I hit the Golden Hotel, a fine establishment. They had some boozy hot chocolates.
Oh yeah.
Those were nice.
That was
sticky.
Fun. Also, a lot of
Jesus, way to slam that brew.
Chink chink.
Yeah, but those were good.
It was like sleeting outside.
Yeah, it really started to pick up.
We were drinking
We
those.
slammed the fucking hot chocolate outdoors, and sprint back to the car and drive back. But anyway, Golden, Colorado, nice little town. I loved it there.
Beautiful. Right up to the mountains. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was right. It's just like at the foot of like 4 mountains. It's pretty insane.
Yeah. And also Estes Park was super dope.
We'll get there.
Wait, that was later in the day?
That was the next day.
Oh, shit. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, we did a lot. Really
That's-
covered a lot of ground. You trying to just place it all?
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah,
wow.
I thought that we went to Estes Park first, and then
No,
we went to
that was the last
Golden
day.
later day.
No.
Damn. Oh, you're right. It was really nice that day. Okay, anyway,
I'm on top of it, bud.
it looks great so far. It's a great timeline.
Everything was going incredibly well.
Covering
Nonstop.
ground.
Yeah.
What an
So
exhausting
that
time.
night was Buckhorn Exchange. You almost didn't go. So okay, wait. Here's what we left out. Okay, now I remember. So in the morning, first thing we did was we found a place in Denver called Rosenberg's Bagels.
Oh, great spot.
And it was New York style bagels, for lack of a better term.
They were thick boys.
You know, lox, cream cheese, fatties, thick, an entire meal.
We got Sandos. We got them breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, so I mean, I just got regular lox and cream cheese. What did you get? Similar?
I got an egg scramble cream cheese sandwich.
Fish?
There was smoked salmon on it as well.
Oh, and for it being Denver, Colorado especially, the fish was exceptionally fresh tasting.
And they
it was
had a
really
huge
impressive.
display of fresh
And the bagels were fantastic.
cured fish on the inside because you stayed outside with Zoe and I went in to order it.
Right.
It looked great. Like it looked.
Well, you also have a theory about baking in Denver. Share it.
I think that the altitude causes the reaction of like yeast development to be exceptional and lighter and fluffier. Whether it was not only in the bagels, it was also in the donuts, and it was also in the dinner rolls.
Just all baked things you had the
Everything
whole time.
baked up there had this stretch to it that just made me want to come over it. Like, it was over the top. Like, those donuts were amazing.
They were.
They were as sugary as Stan's donuts, but, like, fluffier. Which is all you ever wanted.
So I'll agree with that. So we go straight from... So first of all, this guy's fucking complaining about walking.
It was so far.
Which is like, aren't we here to see the city and not just like sit in a car?
It was great views, but I'd rather see it from the passenger seat.
Yeah, insane. So anyway, we walk to the one place. It's like 30 minutes from the hotel. We walk from Rosenberg's to Voodoo Donuts, legendary donut spot. I believe originally in Oregon. There's one in Denver. There's multiple, I think.
Yeah.
In Denver. But
hot stuff.
That's about another 30 minutes. So we eat the bagel sandwich, and we're at the donut shop 30 minutes later. Okay? Justice goes in. He picks out his donuts. Would you buy 4 donuts?
I think so.
You had the blunt.
I had the blunt, the pentagram, the... Jesus Christ. I don't even know.
I'm sure it's hard for you to remember, so here's what happened. So he goes in and out pretty quick. I get in there. There's 2 people in front of me, maybe.
The buttermilk bar.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember
There's
the
at
other
least
one.
one more.
Yeah, there is one more. It was the cannoli.
Oh.
Oh my fucking God. That cannoli was so dank.
Yeah. Okay. So then I go in. There's a couple people in front of me.
I had nobody in front
They
of me.
run out of coffee. So there's 2 cashiers. They run out of coffee. So one of them has to leave. The other guy takes forever, which is bullshit. Other chick could help me. So anyway, I'm in there for a minute. Then I get up there. Card read error, blah, blah, blah. I was in there for about 5 minutes, max. Took me a little bit. I bought 3 donuts, I believe. So I bought the Simpsons donut because, like, it looked so spot on and perfect. Big
perfect.
fluffy boy.
So fluffy.
I also got a cannoli because I'm a big cannoli guy. Matcha cream, pretty dope. It should have been pistachio cream. I don't know why they chose matcha, but that's fine.
It was to be different.
And I got like maple. Oh, it was a cream filled, but it was a maple frosting.
Yeah.
It was excellent.
Yeah.
Anyway, by the time I walk out of the door, Justice is sitting on the curb and hunched over, and he whips his head around and looks back at me, and he's like, dude, I ate all my donuts already. With like a panicked, nervous energy. And yeah, he slammed 3 fat, fluffy donuts in less than 5 minutes.
I should be a competition eater.
They're really big. And I'll remind you, I think we talked about this on an episode we did together when Big Black did the donuts. It was only 4 donuts powdered and eaten in 5 minutes. And those were mini, like not full-sized. You ate fat, full-sized, big gourmet donuts. You slammed 3.5 of them or whatever in like 2 minutes. After just consuming a fish, egg, cheese bagel sandwich.
So, needless to say,
It's sub 10 a.m. at this point.
by the time we got back to the hotel, I was in a food coma.
It was worse than that. You were like moaning in pain. And I think we just proceeded to smoke a little more. And then you're like, I'm going to sleep. You're like, 15 minutes, I'll be back. I'm like, okay, there's no chance. So he's asleep for like 30 minutes. Here's another thing that happened. I just remembered. So I'm like, okay, 15 minutes because I need you to do me a favor. So what had happened was I had bought an ounce of weed already. That's my limit for the day. But I found a place that has Pineapple Express. I've always wanted to try Pineapple Express.
Oh, wow, I completely forgot about all this.
Yeah, because of course, the Seth Rogen movie, which I love. It's amazing.
What a talented man.
Absolutely, who just launched his weed brand in America. It was previously only in Canada, so hopefully it comes to Chicago soon.
So he has Pineapple Express.
I don't know if he does have that strain, but he just has a brand.
He fucking better.
They like make their own vinyl that's like curated to specific strains they make. It's pretty sick. It's like an incredible brand. So,
that's crazy.
Yeah, look it up. It's called Houseplant, I believe. Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, what a guy. So I find a place. I had to download Weed Maps, which is a pretty great app, I gotta say. And it's like, oh, Pineapple Express, $75. Go to this place. I'm like, that seems wrong. It's probably medical price, but it doesn't say anything about medical price. So we try to get it. We drive fucking forever. We get there. They don't have it. Or no, it is medical. So we're fucked. And it's like, okay, bullshit. So we're on like 55th Street. And we find a place that has it on fucking 8th Street. And the worst traffic you could ever imagine. We had to drive 7 miles. It took like an hour because Denver's a hellhole.
Yeah, the traffic was fucked up.
Yeah, it was fine the first day. Like, we just happened to go like the right way at the right time, I guess. Because it was like a little congested, but you moved pretty quick. No, not the case later on. It was horrific. I was losing my mind. So anyway, we go to this other place that has it, and funny enough, it's almost good that we got it from this other place because Willie Nelson's brand was the brand. So it was Willie Nelson's Reserve Pineapple Express.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So shout out to Willie Nelson and Seth Rogen. Completed that journey. So anyway, what was happening was while he was napping, was like, okay, dude, I bought my ounce. I need you to buy this ounce for me. It ended up, I only could buy 1/8 of the Willie Nelson, so I ended up not even needing him for this. So while he's napping, I go to the 16th Street Mall. I go to the tourist dispensary, which was a nightmare, because I had to wait in line with all these other people, and they're like, I'm from Texas. I'm from North Carolina. Check out my YouTube. And it's like, oh my God, get me out of here, you know? But I had to go there because I was getting Stroop waffles for this fucking knucklehead who can't.
Yeah! This is the story of the Stroop.
He can't regulate his own eating to not make himself sick.
Yeah, donuts and Stroops.
And fish.
And eggs and cream cheese and bagels and donuts and ice cream probably.
Yeah, there was probably some ice cream in there.
And more Chiba Chews.
Yeah, those were good. They were tasty.
Bananas. Granola. There was a lot of shit. I was eating. I was just eating and smoking.
Out of control. Well, we also forgot after the first night. Oh, so the first night, no, we got the In-N-Out right away. Then we got back and smoked even more, and then we ordered calzones.
Oh, yeah, calzones.
So right before the morning.
They were fucking huge.
Yeah, right before the morning, we went to get those bagels. That night, like 8 hours prior, we were slamming calzones. And you got like a $20 calzone stuffed with like a million
sausage,
things.
peppers, cheese, more cheese. Onions, tomatoes, extra everything, spinach. Oh my god.
Yeah. And you got like an appetizer.
What do we get? It was like
just some more
like
kind of bread. Yeah. It was DP Dough. Shout out to DP Dough. They were like the only place that could deliver.
Yeah.
So all of that food was happening. He passes out. I'm at the tourist store. It's awful. Anyway, I get him the Stroop waffles. I get back. He's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. But I get him out of bed for the weed thing. Again, if he wasn't there, I probably would have drove the car off a fucking cliff. So it's a good thing that he was able to get the energy for it because the traffic was madness.
It was nasty.
And I don't handle it well. I don't drive. I don't drive for that reason because driving is actually stopping, and I don't want to be stopped. I want to be driving. Like, driving in itself is all illogical as it happens.
Yeah.
Unless you're on an interstate.
There was no reason why they couldn't have had more exits open.
No, that's the thing. They had like a pretty crazy highway system. There was like 7 highways with a ton of exits, and all the roads are like 5 lanes wide. It's just like everybody kind of sucked at driving. They were aggressive at the wrong moments, defensive at the worst times, like being like going. They would go for shit when they don't have openings, but then like wouldn't take a turn on a yellow light with nobody coming. It's like weird shit like that. Like conservative when you shouldn't be. Like they didn't know how to read any of the moments.
Awful.
Everybody was just high. And also while we were walking around downtown, everybody's just drunk or blasted out of their mind, just zooming around on those fucking scooters at like 45 miles an hour. There's just people screaming at the top of their lungs. Like everybody in the entire city is just wandering around fucked up out of their minds. To the point where it was like trashy. Like you guys should have some respect for yourselves. You know, especially in the pandemic times. Like I don't see anybody like that anymore. I saw my first schizophrenic guy in a while today. I hadn't seen one in a minute. He was on the train making noise. It's like, oh, dude, we're back. COVID's over. The schizos are back. You know everything's fine now. But yeah, so that was a fun little note, how fucking wacky out of their mind. It's just like, it was crazy how South Park just keeps nailing it. Like, Denver guys are fucking nuts. So yeah, after I finally got those chews, I get back to the hotel, you're like, I don't know if I can go to dinner. Well, we had to meet up with my buddy Eric. Shout out to Eric.
Shout out.
I know you're listening, pal.
Wah, wah.
What a talent. IREK. Bet you didn't see that spelling coming.
JNIA.
Yeah, check him out. What a talent.
KAKA. We love Eric A.
Yeah, he was going to be on an episode after we went to this restaurant, but I was too fucked up, and all we did was jam, and I made songs about Cuba.
It was a wonderful experience, but yeah, no talking was getting done really.
No, there was no way. It's a miracle the Kansas City episode got done, to be honest. I was so exhausted. Woo! So then
get with the road sodas.
We meet up with the homie, and then we had a reservation, one of the best resis ever made, I think, at the Buckhorn Exchange, established 1893.
The oldest steakhouse in Denver.
Yeah. Which, I mean, possibly almost...
In Colorado.
Almost for sure one of the oldest in America, I would say. It's got to be. That's still going.
It's
got to be top
cool.
10 oldest places.
We were technically in like the lounge area too. Like there was a seated dinners at the on the first floor.
Correct.
And like the top
which
area
was a little
little
fancy, almost like like Gibson's.
Yeah.
It was like a luxury steakhouse vibe with, nice old-timey artifacts, but
the menu is the same upstairs.
and the
So-
lounge is popping. We were sitting on like antique couches
Oh my God.
next to a gun rack with heads of animals everywhere, and we got an assortment. So the menu comes out on a fucking newspaper,
So cool.
and we start looking at that app section because that's where all the exotic meats were at. And we hit, boom, snake nachos, elk stew. What else was there? Rabbit something. Bull testicles, a.k.a. Rocky Mountain oysters, one of the legendary items. The biggest reason why we went to this place.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait, no, there's one. There was one other special that was
there was more. We had like one or two more apps. I think.
rattlesnake nachos. It was the tri-tip with I think it was with lamb and with one other meat. Venison maybe.
There was venison there.
And then we had.
Elk.
How was the elk served though?
I don't remember.
And then we got rack of lamb. We got two lambs.
No, we all got a lamb chop,
Oh.
and then we got some bison like tenderloin or something.
Oh, which one was the one that had the bone in? There was one of them that had a bone.
That was the lamb chop.
Okay, the lamb chop, and then did we get bison? too?
Yeah. It was like a bison prime rib. That's what it was. Something like that.
It was so delicious.
It was really tender.
But
it
the
was
Rocky
fantastic.
Mountain oysters were the biggest deal for sure.
All of it was so good. There was probably even a couple more things, but just exotic meats. We wanted to go to this exotic meat hot dog place, sadly closed for COVID, Biker Jim's, but Bourdain raved about that place, so that was a big reason why I wanted to go there. But because I mean, honestly, Anthony Bourdain dying was like the trigger for all of our food explorations, I feel like.
Yeah, for real.
So shout out to Anthony Bourdain. Rest in peace. What an artist. Really just on another level from everybody else.
Yeah, the Rocky Mountain oysters were like fried on their own little table. It was delicious.
Yeah, if you can just picture fried pickles, but instead of a pickle, it's tasty meat and not a shitty pickle. I mean, fantastic. They were excellent.
I don't remember what there was one other fried thing that just was set by itself and was we could dip it into stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't remember
I don't
what
know
that
what
one
was what.
It wasn't,
Gator.
There you go. It was
That was the last
alligator.
one. It was
Fried
gator,
alligator.
which was also excellent. All of
Loved
it
it.
was excellent.
They went hard.
The service was unbelievable. I had a drink. It was great. Just honestly, one of the greatest dining experiences I've ever had in my entire life. Worth going. Honestly, the best thing in Denver is that restaurant of all the things we did. The art museum was also excellent. We skipped over that too. Man, I barely remember that trip. Thank God I took so many photos.
Yeah.
It's like Memento.
I don't understand that.
He had memory loss. He had to use pictures.
Oh, okay. Christian Bale?
No, Guy Pearce. It
Oh.
would have been better if it was Christian Bale. Not a good movie. Just talked about it with George in the last episode.
Well, then when I said I was thinking of The Machinist, not...
Yeah,
that's not
same
even,
vibes.
Got it, but I was
Skinny
wrong.
guy being crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been there.
Brits. Who needs them?
We do.
We don't.
We wouldn't be here without them.
That's inaccurate.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I guess technically, but
If you're English.
we also literally don't need them. That's why we kicked them to the curb.
Got it. You're right. Yeah, that's...
Why do I keep talking about this? We
I don't
talked
know.
about this in the last episode with George.
Well, what's with you?
I hate the Brits.
You're like Russell Brand?
I do. What happened to him? He just kind of disappeared.
He does motivational speaking on the internet now.
Yeah, but I just don't see him anywhere though.
He's
I don't
still
see
there.
him doing it.
You could go see something he probably did a couple hours ago. He's still around.
Okay, good. I like him.
Oh, nice.
I like him a lot, actually.
Yeah, I like Get Him to the Greek.
Get Him to the Greek is incredibly underrated. You know what else?
You think so?
Yeah, it's an amazing movie.
I love it.
It's hilarious.
You know what I watched 2 nights ago? Accepted.
Also a good movie.
Love it.
Yeah. Jonah Hill,
Is awesome
yeah, pretty fantastic.
through and through.
21 Jump Street,
Yeah.
one of the funniest movies of the generation. It completely gets tossed aside, I feel like. But that
saw
movie
that
is
in theaters.
that movie is so fucking funny and rewatchable. I've seen that movie like 100 times.
Oh my god!
It used to be on Stars all the time.
I
or
haven't
something,
watched it that many times. I
back
might
when
go
my
watch
parents
that
had
now.
cable. Oh, it's so good.
I've been trying to do comedies lately because I'm gonna, I'm warming up for scary movie season. It's coming up next month.
It's March.
I know there's a lot of scary movies.
Coming out in April.
No, just there's a lot. In general.
You're just doing a scary movie month in April.
No, I just watch a lot of scary movies and I try to not do them all year round. So I tell myself.
I know, but you said
season.
scary movie season is coming up.
Starts in April.
Yeah, but okay, how? Why?
April to October.
Ah.
Yeah, that's like a good amount of time to be exposed to all that. Like a couple months, few months.
Sure.
You don't like scary movies? You don't have a season. You'll do it whenever.
I like good movies. So, mostly no, because they usually suck.
Yeah. I like them good or bad.
Yeah.
I'll try them.
Here's the thing. A bad horror movie is easier to watch than a bad any other movie. I'll give it that.
Nice. I didn't really ever think about that, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because they at least, went for it.
Yeah, well, it's also like aspects of it are easier to be done well than have the whole thing be a shit show. Because like if you're trying to make a drama and it sucks, then the whole thing sucks.
Yeah.
Whereas like you could have like good moments in a horror movie at least.
Yeah.
Or like unintentional comedy, usually a bonus.
When it's so bad, it's funny.
Yeah, but a lot of them are just so bad it's hard for me to tolerate it. So anyway, we went to the art museum at some point. That was also really cool. But the restaurant was incredible. The architecture of the art museum was amazing. But go to the Buckhorn Exchange. Shout out to the Buckhorn Exchange. Probably the most money I've ever spent at a restaurant getting all that. But undeniably worth it.
What did you have to drink?
I don't know. Eric picked it. It was some kind of mule.
Got it.
It was like but it was with tequila maybe. So I think it was some themed mule in that regard.
Yeah.
And then we got dessert.
Oh, I had apple pie with ice cream.
I got the cheesecake because I'm a cheesecake guy.
I had fucking ice cream. I knew it.
So yeah, what a food
Fucked
day
up.
for you. Honestly, we should start it with the calzones. We probably ate those after midnight or close to it.
Oh, you're right.
So you went calzone, fish, cheese, bagel.
Donut with filling, donut with butter.
Yeah, rapid donuts immediately.
Chocolate.
And then we probably ate at some point midday. I think you finished your
finished
calzone.
the calzone.
And the appetizer things. There was
and
bunch
then I
of
went
those
to
left.
bed for a long time, I felt like.
Yeah, okay. That was when
Drank a lot of water, took a piss.
That was when the big sleep happened.
The big sleep, it was from like what felt like 2 to 5. It was probably like 11 to like 7.
It was a long time. You were basically out of commission like 6 hours. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
I had a full day. I went and did my thing. It was fine. But yeah, I mean, if you wouldn't have come, would have been the biggest mistake you ever made.
Oh, I'm sure.
Could you have imagine if you missed that meal?
I would have been I wouldn't have known what I missed.
You guys really lost your shit over that apple pie shit. And like my cheesecake was excellent, but like you guys both like lost your shit over that apple pie.
It was really fucking good.
Well, I got to go back and try the apple pie.
Yeah. Damn good pie. Damn good pie.
It looked like, wasn't it like deconstructed? It was like a big mush.
No, I think that because it was warm and
it just
fresh,
all
it
did
just
that.
fell apart. Like it was melting.
Gooey.
Oh fuck!
You gotta love the gooey. And then yeah, what did we? That was pretty much it. Nightcap that we jammed it out. That was supposed to be episode 2.
Yeah.
We were still at 0 episodes at that point.
But then we were like, "Are we gonna talk?" And we were like,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
You should just put the sample of something from that session in here.
I'm gonna have to go through the session still. It's on the computer. We'll get it out there at some point.
Yeah, true.
Maybe if
Let's throw some vocals over it.
I have vocals. I was improvising the whole time.
Let's layer those.
Yeah.
Let's triple those. Let's quadruple those vocals.
Yeah, especially with this microphone.
Add
now.
some reverb. Fucking destroy it.
And then next morning hit the road for
making
Estes
millions.
Park. beautiful community in Estes Park.
My dad lived there.
Is that true?
Shout out Johnny Boy.
We went to the Stanley Hotel, famous for being the Shining inspo. You could totally see why.
Yeah, you really can. It's everything but smaller.
Yeah, right. All the elements were there, just on a much lower scale.
The maze was there, but you could totally see over it.
Yeah,
And
the maze
the
was there.
stairs were there, but it was really, really small.
Yeah, like think a hundredth of the size for the maze.
Yeah.
I mean, the maze is literally like you could fit maybe 25 people in the entire thing. And the stairs, same
could
thing.
Step right over it.
Like a quarter of the amount of stairs.
I would say
an eighth?
less than a quarter.
An eighth of the
Yeah.
amount of stairs.
At least, yeah.
But
As if
still a weird complex. It definitely had a bunch of like hidden hallways, and there's a million ways to get around it.
It was windy.
And it was just massive, and it reminded me of like, I don't know, some like old California hotel. It was Hotel California.
It's got an ocean vibe to it.
Yeah. Which is fun. I mean, similar. It overlooked Estes Park and the lakes and all that, so kind of similar.
And when all the windows are open, I'm sure it feels bigger. You know, it doesn't feel as windy.
I mean, it's pretty. It was and it was just a massive like compound. So
Yeah.
I mean, I could
was
see
on
it
atop a very large hill, and then it had its own estate that had its own little coach houses
with like 9 adjacent buildings and pathways and. It would go down the side of the cliff, and there's cafes, and there's things, and there's all this shit.
Entryway.
Overwhelming, to be honest. Would have been cool to spend the night there. It's like $300 a night, so like fuck that.
It was crazy.
No, thank you. I think it was a 2-night minimum too, like the Chateau Marmont,
Holy.
which is like
cow.
$700 a night or something crazy. I'll do it one day. And then
2022, baby.
that was nothing was hikeable because just like Wyoming, everything was buried in snow up there, and it was colder up there. It dropped like 15 degrees because of the height.
It was like 40 degrees. 40, 30.
And then that was it. Well, we just pretty much dipped out, stopped into Boulder. Beautiful town.
We
Here's the thing.
spent time in there because we walked on that strip as well.
Right. Boulder has a thing like the 16th Street Mall on their main strip that's way cooler. And then it leads to like the Frat Row, and then that leads straight to like a mountain preserve that you can hike, which is awesome. I did that when Juan lived there. Shout out to Juan. But Boulder is way cooler than Denver, just as a city, just as I thought. Just love it there. There's a lot going on, a lot of fun, a lot of hotties, in Boulder.
A lot of cute dogs.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
A lot of good stuff. They had a Volcom store.
Which, wild.
I haven't seen one of those in a minute.
Wild. That's how you know you're
If
in a
ever.
whole nother community. Because you know what? All snowboarding.
Yeah.
That's why.
Didn't go in, and I'm assuming that's what that was.
There's probably a Hurley store there somewhere.
I love Hurley.
Yeah, see, I definitely do not. Anyway.
They had good pants.
A lot of people make good pants. I gotta say,
CCS.
We're very fortunate to have a good pant industry.
Yeah.
Nice backbone of the leg industry.
Backbone to my scars is a good pair of Levi's.
Yeah. But yeah, Boulder was cool. Just kind of did a little tour through. Got a Sammy at some Sammy place.
Organic.
Overpriced but delicious. Yeah. Boulder was definitely a little too like in your face. Look at how
We didn't see the Whole Foods.
Look at how I'm going to tell you how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a little Portland-y.
Never been. Would
Well,
love to see it if it's like that.
I have no interest now in going to Portland. I used to really want to go.
When did it fall off for you?
When the liberals became terrorists, I think.
I think that.
I think that's when I was like, yeah, this place probably isn't fun. And I mean, also just the general hipsterness I'm not really into to begin with. You know, like Portlandia was right on from what everybody says. I just wanted to kind of go there just like as a thing to do. I wanted to spend like one day there, but then I really wanted to go to like Seattle and then go to Vancouver. I think that's just a nice trifecta trip.
You would still do that then?
No, I think I would just pass over Portland altogether. Maybe I'd go to like the Nike, wherever that's at, the Nike stuff. Check out like the Trailblazer Stadium. I want to go to the last Blockbuster. That's in Oregon.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it like...
I think there's a documentary about to come out about it. We'll have to watch.
I wonder if they've got.
I believe it's coming out on Netflix, ironically.
That's weird. That movie's gonna put them
Kind
out
of
of
bothers
business.
me. Yeah. I hope not.
What if they are the only people that sell physical copies?
I think they are. That's the whole thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got to go and get that movie.
I miss Blockbuster. Yeah, rest in peace.
Well,
I was a Hollywood video guy, to be honest. I've said that before.
The Blockbuster was too far away from you in town?
It was further away. Well, no, there was a second Blockbuster. So, yeah, our town used to have 2 Blockbusters. That's how big of a thing Blockbuster was.
Where was the other one at? I know where one of them was, and it was by...
Okay, well, the people don't really need to hear about this, but there was one at Barrington and Irving, and then the other one was on Bartlett and Irving.
Oh, okay.
So, anyway... there was like a main good one, and then there was like a tinier, shittier one, which was right by the Hollywood Video, and it was just like, well, let's just go to the Hollywood Video. It's cheaper and there's more, so we always went to Hollywood Video. I liked it there too. Plus, they had Game Crazy, which was
Loved Game Crazy,
which was an excellent game store. And why the fuck am I talking about this?
Because the Blockbuster documentary.
Yeah.
And
we got to backpedal out of it. How did this happen? I don't know, because Portland sucks.
Just, yeah, what you would do in Oregon. Either way. Let's talk about the next trip. The Rope Sodas Part 4.
Yeah,
3.
Anyway. We left Estes Park. Where did we go? Boulder. That's how it came up. Got it back. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. See, this is a professional show. This is why I will eventually make money from this. Didn't want to make any bold claims, but all right.
There's, I loved Boulder, but I wouldn't compare it to Portland, and,
It was way better, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm doing bits here. I don't know.
Yeah.
You can take mushrooms in Oregon now.
I would probably visit because of that.
Yeah, see, but you can go to Oregon and not go to Portland. We can go to Eugene. That's where the college is. It'd be fun over there.
Definitely hit Vancouver, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got to use my passport that I got that I still haven't used.
Dude, yeah, mine still has like 4 years left, but I still haven't used it.
But
so I'm
I
like
still
6
don't
years
think
in.
I'm going to use it.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Canada's got to open those borders back up. I'll fucking drive to Detroit just to go to Windsor for 20 minutes just to use the passport.
Let us in!
I also want to do a San Diego Tijuana thing.
That sounds like I shouldn't go.
Every time I bring it up, people are like, dude, I don't know if you should go. Nobody has been like, fuck yeah, let's go to Tijuana. Everybody's been like, yeah, I don't know if you should go.
I just think that I would get lost down there.
You would, yeah. You would get lost anywhere. If I hadn't been with you in Denver, you would have died probably.
I would be out too late over by that women's shelter probably.
No, because that would mean that you had found the hotel. If you were by the women's shelter,
Oh.
you'd already gotten too close. There's no way you could get that close to the hotel on your own. Because you would have let your phone die, or you would have left it in the room, and you would have lost your room key, and you wouldn't have known what to do.
I would have figured it out.
I don't think so. Oh, like that time when you walked to the Loop from McCormick Place because you took the wrong bus?
I was on acid.
So was I. Got home no problem. Wasn't hard. Wasn't hard.
That is a different scenario.
Yeah, barely.
As an altered state of mind.
You were definitely a zombie the entire Colorado trip. Anyway. That was pretty much it, right? What did we do after that?
Well, clearly I don't remember.
Well, we left Boulder, and then I think that was it. Yeah, we just hung out with Eric again. Had a good time.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, in the morning.
No, I definitely passed out before he left. Like, I don't remember him leaving when he came out.
Yeah,
second time.
you were sleeping again.
Yeah.
I think you took a nap before he came over, too. You couldn't handle it.
Yeah, the next day, I feel like I woke up feeling pretty good.
Well, that's where I didn't. So when we had to leave for Kansas City, I was pretty done.
And
So-
we stopped. We really just took little shit stops, like...
Yeah,
on
we
our
pretty
way to
much
Kansas
just
City.
powered through all the way to Kansas City. It's
Yeah.
like 9 hours. We went straight to Joe's. legendary barbecue place, the greatest food possibly you could have. You know, right on par with Buckhorn Exchange.
We got there pretty late too. It was so packed.
Yeah, so we got there at like 7:30.
Oh,
it
wait.
was
Yeah.
furiously packed. We tried, and then it was just like, you have to order ahead online. It's like, okay, we did it in the lot. It was only like an hour. We were able to drive to our hotel, that shitty La Quinta we recorded from, and unpack.
Shout out La Quinta.
Yeah, we unpacked our shit and drove right back, slammed the fucking ribs and whatever. I got some ribs and a pork sandwich finally.
Yeah. Good shit. Real good shit.
Slammed that in the Walmart parking lot across the street, and then we grabbed those Coors Organic that we're sipping right now. Look at that.
Full circle.
Look at that full circle.
Holy shit.
And then we recorded.
We're drinking Coors.
Then we recorded episode Road Sodas 1.
You better fucking believe that we're about to get meta with it, too.
And then after that episode finished, Justice was like, all right, you ready to hit the town? And I was like, nope, I'm going to bed. I was done. Couldn't do it anymore. And then, in the morning, hit the Waffle House.
Oh, my God. Great picks, also. We had great picks of fucking Waffle House.
Waffle House.
I want to go back right now.
I could eat Waffle House all the time. I went to Golden Nugget today, actually.
Dude, I'm craving some fucking buttermilk pancakes now, man. Shit's crazy. I might have to go home and make some for dinner.
Yeah. We didn't get Emo's Pizza. That's fine.
I guess we did skip that.
I don't know if it's good in Kansas City. Maybe they only do it well in St. Louis, though. The Kansas City chain, that's pretty far. You know? Far from home.
Different recipes, man. Different altitude. It might be different.
It could be. We hit that beautiful skate park at the top of the hill in Kansas City. Honestly, the most fun place to skate ever that I've ever been to.
It really is the best skate park, in my opinion. Street or vert, dude, with those bowls, it makes it pleasurable for all.
Yeah, there's an incredible bowl that's like a 3-tier bowl. Like, you can go any height you want in it.
Oh, and there's that quarter that's like 20 feet long that has a cab on top.
Yep.
Which is also like, if you are down for vert, that's cool as fuck.
Absolutely.
And you can hit it with street.
Tons of run up for every set.
So much
Tons
room.
of space. You're not going to crash into anybody.
And that cement is clean.
Beautiful cement. Traffic is directed. There's flats. There's rails. There's stairs. I can't do any of that stuff. I just have a nice penny board. I had to switch over. I was like, here's the thing. I'm always a realistic guy. Every time, you first start skating when you're like in 6th grade. I wasn't one. I was a chubby 6th grader, so guess what? I wasn't Ryan Sheckler who could just fucking balance and get all this shit no problem. Wasn't easy. Wasn't able to do it. Couldn't even ride it, okay? Didn't pick it back up again until like freshman, sophomore year. Picked up regular skills. Clearly, it's not for me. So I just gave up. I'm like, why don't I just get a board that's easy and fast to ride instead? Why am I pushing this wood for no reason? So I moved on. Anyway, pretty hard to skate a pool in a penny board, especially because there's no grip tape. But that was fun. Busted my shit once, and I had to get out of there because I was like, this isn't going to... I wanted to keep going, couldn't keep going.
One and done.
You can't keep going.
The one and done.
Nothing good happens anymore when you keep going. I'm not 16.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that skate park is magic. That city is magic. I love Kansas City.
Zoe loved it the most. It was her favorite city for sure.
I think she liked Wyoming the most.
Oh, yeah, that's true. She liked the cabin the most.
But goddamn. And then got a speeding ticket in Iowa.
Oh, I forgot about that.
On the way back. So I didn't want to go the Iowa route. I'm pretty sure I missed an exit because we were originally going to cut straight across Missouri into Illinois, and we instead went from Missouri into Iowa, then into Illinois, which was just a longer stretch. I just wanted to get into Illinois so we could complete the smuggling job, allegedly, and not have to worry. So this guy pulls me over. I'm like, oh, man, if anything smells, if anything's out, I'm going to prison, allegedly. But allegedly... he didn't notice anything. $200 ticket, fine price to pay for my freedom. And here I am in the great state of Illinois. But Pritzker's doing a good job.
I had to boof some of the edibles when the state trooper pulled up because they wasn't wrapped, so I stuck them in my ass.
And that's when the pain really began.
No, that's when Zoe tried to get that trooper, and I was like, no, lay off, bud. Don't let him get suspicious. They might be on to us, Zoe. And she said, okay, okay, Dad.
And it was tough. And then after that, I was like, fuck this. I'm not driving anymore. I'm exhausted. And then the next 4 days after we got back, I slept 12 hours a day.
I didn't. I went right back to work the next day, and I've been going ever since, man. Fucking drive, drive, drive.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
This is my job now.
I was cruising in. I was cruising in off of, 90. It was 90 the entire trip there.
All the way to Wyoming, yeah.
And then, what do we come in on?
I don't remember what, 75 or something all the way back.
What a good time.
It's one road all the way there. Then it was one road all the way west, one road all the way south, one road all the way east.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I loved that.
And then it only got complicated when I fucked up the Iowa thing. It would have just been one more road to one more road. And then, whatever. I still didn't pay that ticket. Might not.
Disrespect.
Fuck Iowa.
Yeah, fuck that bullshit.
I do want to go. The White Sox are going to play the Yankees at the Field of Dreams field. I hope that they do that with fans
Really?
again. Yeah, it was supposed to happen last year. Got canceled because of COVID. They're going to do it again. I don't know if they're allowing fans, but who knows? That may change. I'm going to keep an eye out.
That's really cool.
Sox are also going to be good. I got money on them to win the World Series. You should put some cash on them.
You think they're going to win the World Series?
They really might. It's not a joke. They're really good. A lot of people picked them last year, and usually if you were good one year and you don't quite make it, usually that next year, like the Cubs.
You got it.
When the Cubs won the World Series. Yeah, because you go one of two ways. You either make the next jump or you go backwards, right? The Sox are going to be good. They're not going backwards. They're going to win the World Series. Put some money on it.
On the day.
Put some money on it.
March
Anyway,
16th.
note it. Season starts pretty soon. You got to do it before season starts, so you're not going to get as good of odds, I don't think.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Unless they start losing at the beginning. And then the odds will get better, but it might not happen. Anyway, so that was the journey. That was Road Sodas in an off-kilter timeline, but we brought the road vibe back here today.
Yeah, because it's off kilter again. It's great. What a good idea.
Yeah, I'm never really on kilter. My kilter's all over the map.
Yeah, but, I'm so glad it worked out this way.
My kilter is wilted.
You got a wilted kilter.
There you go. That's a new band. That's a Twisted Sister cover band.
Wow.
Yeah. We'll get out of here on that one, ladies and gentlemen. Before we didn't do the plugs at the beginning, just wanted to hop right into part 2, but don't forget to rate, review, subscribe to this show. Follow it. Do whatever. Justice has a show. It may come out again, Microwave Minutes. You can check that out.
Season 2!
Yeah, Season 2 in 2027 on the RFAT Audio Podcast Network. Get the merch at rfat.pigcartel.com or it's House of CXO in Glen Ellen, Illinois. Don't forget that.
Oh, yeah.
Wolfx Multiplex Music. I don't know why I think that's a good bit, but I can't stop doing it. Wolfx Multiplex. Maybe we'll release that Colorado jam. We'll see how terrible that sounds. And yeah, Justice, you got anything?
I want a blood.
I want a
blood.
All right. Remember, I are fat. You are fat. We are fat. Calculator, ladies and gentlemen.